Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Before I begin this video and you'd like to use OCD Recovery's coaching services, please reach out to Phil at ocdrecovery.com and he'll get back to you as soon as he can. So today guys, I just wanted to do a quick video about subtle compulsions along the OCD recovery journey. And these ones, you are going to have to look out for these. As we say, you need to take all compulsions seriously, whether they're your big outward compulsions or your internal compulsions. Either way, they're going to have to go at some stage. The sooner the better, and it's important to identify them and to eradicate them. Yes, we don't want to get to a point where we're having compulsions about whether we're doing compulsions, which is a big fear element, but it's just important to know whether our behaviors are being counterproductive, right? So a first subtle compulsion that I think is key is reciting beliefs over and over again after you write them down, right? So you might be using the exercise in Albert Ellis's book when you write down your irrational beliefs, looking at your shoulds, oughts and musts and the catastrophizing, right? So you might write down that belief, and then because you really want that belief to sink in, right, what you might do is you might recite that belief or read over that belief, multiple times. I'm talking, more than 5, 6, 7, 8 times. That's exactly what I used to do when I was stuck, and I thought it would help me. I thought it would make the information sink in, but as you learn on the recovery journey, these things can't be forced, right? It's going to take a lot of time to really embody and to really adapt those beliefs. So I'd recommend, when you're actually reading over your beliefs after writing them out, I would say read over it a couple of times, max 3 times, but any more than that, I would say gets a little bit compulsive. So yeah, just be aware of that. It's going to take a bit of time, and then of course you're going to need to align your behaviors alongside those beliefs, right? Another compulsion, right? So you might be scribbling out or writing out your beliefs really fast, really frenetically, right? And it's the same sort of thing. So you're really wanting that belief to sink in, you're really sort of on edge, you really want the anxiety to go away. And you're sort of doing the opposite of acceptance, because you want to write it out as fast as you can, read over it as fast as you can, and like I said, make that belief sink in. So when you write your beliefs, yes, you might be feeling triggered anyway, which is completely normal. You just want to try and take it a little bit slow. Don't try and rush it, and like I said, don't try and just sort of really grasp the concept of the belief in that moment, because that's going to be more counterproductive than productive. Another one is watching the videos when triggered. So you might have had a trigger on your recovery journey, and then you automatically just get the video up on your phone wherever you are. You might be out and about, or with your partner or with your friends, somewhere where you're going to get triggered, and you sort of bring up those videos on your phone just to get those little reminders in the moment whilst you're a bit triggered. And that does tend to be very compulsive. I think it's best when you do watch the videos, right, you do that alongside your reading and writing out your irrational beliefs, right? So you sort of keep them all together in one go, rather than doing separate bits here and there, because when you're separating that out, like I said, it can tend to become compulsive, right? So as well as watching the videos, you need to make sure that you're putting them into action. So it's all well and good watching the video, but if you're not absorbing that information and not putting it into action and actually applying it to your life and really absorbing that, then the videos aren't really going to help you. Okay. A lot of the time as well, I found with videos, it was almost like a bit of shiny object syndrome going in there. So you compulsively watch videos for this magic piece of information that doesn't exist, and it's almost always like you're chasing that golden video that's going to give you all the answers. Especially when you're triggered as well with OCD, it's going to feel like you're not going to be able to get out of that, and that there is some sort of unlatching mechanism that can be found in the moment, and it can get really compulsive in that way. So yeah, generally speaking, don't watch videos in random parts of the day when you're triggered. Try and keep those alongside your reading and disputing, which is a very key point. And then another compulsion you might be doing, which you think is harmless but is actually counterproductive, is asking other people if they have the same thing, right? And these things do tend to be reassurance, right? We've seen messages in the chat lately saying this isn't reassurance, but And you know what I'm going to say, whenever there's a message like that, it's 99.9% of the time it is actually reassurance. So yeah, I know you're coming from a good intention by asking if other people have the same thing, but you know, when you do that, it's actually sort of compulsive and sort of vindicates the thing that you're going through and gives you that bit of reassurance that you want. Yes, we're all in this recovery journey together, but you know, you just need to be aware of doing that. Okay. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. Nice and short one, and I'll see you on the next one.